'cause a country boy is all I'll ever be. 'Cause Hank taught me just how to stay alive. You never catch me out the house without my 9 or 45.
Just an awesome trail here leading to the prisoner of war camp. You can see the old trees they had planted along the side, the stone rows. And it looks like somebody's been here in the recent times and maybe took some of them branches away, because it's just an awesome view of what history used to be. And you think about the old timers that were here years ago in the POW camp. How many prisoners of war that were here that could have changed history if it wasn't for our troops being here, interrogating them and keeping them here. Just a view here of 80 years into the past and the towering trees of our ancestors. Alright, so I'm walking through the mountain here at an old military camp. It's an interrogation camp for World War II. And I'm going to explain more. First I'm going to show you the old sites I found, the rocks where the buildings were. This was a secret hidden deep in the mountains where hardly anybody knew about. There was only 2 of these big interrogation places in America, and this is one of them. This is first camp made by conservationists in the early 30s, and then it was taken over for World War II. And I want to show you the old building foundations that are left over up in these mountains here. So just stick with me and we'll look around here and see what kind of buildings we can find hidden way up in the mountains. Now this is the Civilian Conservation Corps office. So here's a big concrete circle, a lot of inscriptions on it, and I think this was from the prisoner of war camp. You can see the symbol up here. If you look real close, there's a P.O.W. As far as what I'm reading, it's just stuff you just gotta investigate. You look down here and there's 2 markers. Maybe they did some fancy print on the side, but it's just neat to see it. They have writing up here, if you could read it. We're going to take a look up this way and looking for an old fountain somebody told me about that's up here in the mountains. It used to be the center where they walked up to their camp, civilian corps, and probably the center of the POW camp. And this is an awesome site. This would have been the fountain that they made originally, conservation corps. And you can see, you look in here, you can see the old wire they use, the old pipe, hold this old fountain together. Just back in the mountain here, you know, history just waiting for people to find, and you just gotta look around and ask people. And this is a great historic spot. I mean, you look and you just think, what did they put on that rock in the middle? Who was here and what kind of drills did they do? What kind of soldiers were through this military camp? How many Japanese did they have in here interrogating? And I'm going to show you a few things I researched later on in this video. A few pictures that might help give you a better visual of what things were. And these just huge towering trees that they have in here are amazing. Now this here rock marks the headquarters, the staff office, and the nurses building. But it's pretty unique. It's made out of that reddish pink stone, sandstone. And I'm not sure exactly the purpose. Maybe when everything was all fixed up, it just had an arrow right here. Right here's the tip of the arrow. Right, here's an old bathhouse. You know, whether they use that pipe for a drain. But over here, if you look, whatever the remains were of this, some kind of well, probably be a good idea. Old tile that still remains, and it's like that's the corner of the building. It just went up through here, and there's an old set of steps there.